Hi guys, tomorrow is going to be roast pork day and I'm just preparing the belly pork now. I've got just over 600 grams of belly pork, and the first thing I'm going to do to get the crispy skin is to punch billions of little holes in it. I've already spent half an hour doing this, watching television, so I'll just finish it now. And the next thing to do after this is to marinate the underside. I'm just using a 23 gauge needle. The meat tenderizers I've seen with nails on them just don't penetrate the skin of the pork. Now, since I've got 600 grams of pork belly, I'm going to use half a teaspoon of 5-spice powder. A bit tricky to read that, but that's in Chinese. Upside down as well. I'm going to use 1 piece of fermented bean curd. I'm going to use a splash of Chinese wine, and I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of white pepper. The recipe I'm using does call for salt, but I tend to find that the bean curd seems to be salty enough. Splash the wine on first. Oops, a little bit too much. No matter. And get the 5-spice powder out. Probably need a little bit more. 12 hours have passed since I put the pig into marinate, and let's see where it is. Alright, still here. So what I want to do is wrap this up in a little tinfoil box and then cover it with salt. The salt that we need to use is this crystalline kosher salt, or rock salt, or even aquarium salt I've used in the past. It just has to be big enough so it doesn't pass through all those zillions of little holes that I've created in the skin and make it too salty. It's not very beautiful, but hopefully it'll do the job of keeping the salt in from falling over the sides. Now that's what I'm using. It doesn't have to be iodized though. No need for it at all. We're just using the salt, the physical attributes of the salt to dry the pork skin. So that's all the salt over the meat. I'm going to let it sit for a couple of hours while I get my fire ready. My brick oven needs a bit of work. I need to fasten some of the holes up with a bit of clay to stop the smoke getting out. I'm going to cook my pig, my roast pork, in my DIY oven. It's not really helped by the rain starting up. Anyway, gonna light this thing, hopefully. One hand. Now, well, get that started off and add more wood. When I reach about 170 degrees centigrade, I could get the pork in. Looks like the fire has started off, the draft is established, so that the flames are going up the chimney, which is what we want. And if we look down the riser, we see a bit of a lazy fire coming up, so it needs a bit more work yet. We're about half an hour into the fire now, and all the water is boiling off my cast iron plate from the rain. What am I getting here? 180 degrees, so that's actually pretty good. I'm probably ready to start cooking now. Though I think I want these bricks to heat up a bit more so I can radiate heat down onto the pork skin. So it's only 125 there, 146, 193. So closer it is to the fire, it's quite high, 190. Farther away, 151. Probably not hot enough. I'm going to wait until these bricks heat up a bit more. But you can see there's a bit of a furnace going on in there. That log was a bit too big. Actually, let's have a look what the vortex is doing. It's not that great. This is what we really want to see. So transfer the pork into the oven and let's see how it goes. We're at an hour now. Wow, that pork looks pretty well done. I think there's a couple of pieces that need further doing. Crap, this looks really good. And definitely looks done now. I think we could safely remove that. So this is the finished product. Skin's quite crunchy here. Still quite crunchy there too. Let's cut it open and see what happens. Can you cut? Over here, yeah. Here, yeah. Wow. Looks very good. I think we're all done.
Good.
Okay. So that took about maybe 1.25 hours, maybe 1.5 hours to cook to get the skin really crispy. The fire is still going, so we're going to chuck a few, once the fire has actually gone out, we're just going to use up the rest of it by chucking some potatoes in there in tin foil. Anyway, thanks for watching my way of cooking roast pork crispy skin Cantonese flavouring. Thanks.